MornY'all. When you have been in a job long enough, you start to notice patterns, not just in crime, in people. You can sit in a briefing room and before anyone speaks, you already know who will talk with their hands, who will lean back and wait, who will slice the air to make a point, who will stand like a statue and deliver 10 perfect sentences without moving a finger. That's not random, that's wiring. Now, the Myers-Briggs framework is not a badge and it's not a diagnosis. It's a map of preferences. Where your energy goes, how you process your information, how you regulate emotion when the room gets tight. Some officers think out loud. Their ideas form as they speak. Their hands move because their thoughts are moving. They outline a building in midair. They mark a perimeter with their palms. They show distance with the space between their hands. Those are illustrator gestures. They draw meaning in space. They help the listener to see what is being said. Research on communication is clear on one point. When gestures reinforce words, comprehension improves, engagement improves, perceived competence improves. People trust what they can both hear and see. Extroverted personalities tend to use more of these gestures. Their energy moves outward under stress that can become too much movement. Intuitive types often shape abstract ideas with their hand. They describe strategy, patterns, and possibilities. Their hands map systems. Sensing types gesture when describing facts, where the suspect stood, which direction the vehicle turned, what the lighting looked like. Feeling types use their hands when describing people, victims, families, and community impact. Thinking types may use fewer gestures, but when explaining a system or a plan, their hands can become precise instruments. Introverted personalities often build the entire model internally before speaking. Their gestures are fewer, sometimes absent. They do not need their hands to think. None of that is good or bad. It becomes critical, though, in law enforcement because command presence is not personality. Command presence is regulation. It is visible authority without unnecessary movement. When you walk up on a scene, no one is reading your resume. They are reading your body. The human brain scans posture, motion, and facial tension in seconds. It decides whether you are in control before you finish your first sentence. Fast. Scattered gestures signal activation. High voice and quick hand movement can communicate anxiety even when your words are calm. Total stillness can communicate control, or it can communicate disengagement. The difference is regulation. In policing, illustrator gestures must serve clarity, not emotion, not ego. They must be slow, deliberate, few, and directional. An open palm during de-escalation communicates control without threat. A single vertical palm during a stop command establishes a boundary. Then you return to neutral. Stillness after a directive increases perceived authority. Rapid follow-up motion suggests doubt. Different personalities cluster, need different adjustments. ST officers often align naturally with traditional command presence, grounded stance, limited movement, direct tone. Their risk is abruptness, not escalates through sharp delivery. NT officers communicate structure and strategy well. Their risk is over-explaining and using sharp, slicing gestures when correcting others. SS officers stabilize scenes emotionally. Their risk is too much reassuring movement, too much nodding, too much motion that reads as nervous energy. NF officers inspire and engage quickly. Their risk is expensive expansion under stress. The goal is not to change your type. The goal is to discipline your motor output. Feet planted, shoulders relaxed, chin level, hands visible at the belt or midline. Move only to reinforce instruction. Return to neutral. Slow exhale before speaking. Speak on a controlled breath. Research from high-stress simulations show officers who regulate breathing and reduce unnecessary movement, reduce escalation, and increase compliance. When your body communicates certainty, your words land differently. Presence is not loud. It's not theatrical. It is not intimidation. It is control layered over personality. When you understand your own wiring, you stop fighting it. You adjust it. You trim excess motion. You add clarity where you're under project. Your hands become tools. Your stillness becomes a signal. And the room settles faster. Lo sabes.